Hey everyone, good evening. I'm Reverend Rob Benashak, and this is our weekly spin into the stillness where we allow spirit to guide us and then make a journey into the deepest part of ourselves to just listen for a few moments, to make that time in our day to cut out all the noise. And I don't mean the noise necessarily that's ambient and around us, but the noise that is going on here. So we cut out that noise. We allow some prompts that we use our cards for and some of the words about the cards. But really, what we're doing is just kind of clearing that space for us to be able to hear our own divine voice, which I love doing. And again, I'm glad that you're here. Whether you're watching on the live stream or whether you're watching on the recording, you are here because you are choosing to establish a practice or engage in a practice or try out meditation or reflection. And that's what this community is about. So thank you for being here. As you know, we first of all, we set an intention. Let's go in order. And that usually is in the form of what I use here, a little slip of paper or a billet or a ticket, whatever you want to call it. But it's a way of kind of proclaiming, claiming, affirming what our intention for this week might be ahead. Is it an accomplishment we're looking to seek? Is it information that we need about ourselves, or is it more information we need about something in the world outside of ourselves? So whatever it is, it doesn't have to be complicated, but it does allow us to first of all to state what we ourselves want, desire, intend, uh, away from what the world may expect of us to desire or intend. But this is our time to just state it for ourselves, to be honest with ourselves about what we want and what we want for our lives. So it doesn't have to be complex. I write them down on these little slips of paper because if we were in person, of course, I would ask everyone to do that, and then I would collect them at the end of the meditation. We would send them off into the flames, which we can do with the miracle of technology by having me, while meditation is going on, gather your energies in a single slip of paper that I'm going to write the words everyone's intentions on. And so all of those intentions get gathered right here. And then as if we had all thrown them into a burning bowl, I throw this one ticket into the burning bowl, and there it goes out into the universe. When we do that, it kind of seals the deal. It allows us to state with emphasis what we are seeking for ourselves. And then hopefully we can remain open to receiving the information and the answers that we are seeking with this meditation tonight. I always invite you to share in the comments anything that is happening to you as you have continued on with this practice. If you're learning things about yourself, if you heard something from that inner voice, if you were guided in a way that meant something or that allowed you to unfold in a certain way over the week, I want to hear about it. We all want to hear about it. Successes, challenges, all of it. All you have to do is just jot a few things down in the comments, some reflections as you are as you're journeying this evening. It's not that hard, but it does help us create community. So please think about sharing if you can. And otherwise, let us just set that intention now. If you've got a journal, I invite you to write perhaps down what your intentions are so you can keep track. But this is really your evening, your night. So do it in the way that you think it would work best for you. But again, we want to give ourselves some focus for our meditation this evening. So let's reflect and let's assert and affirm what those intentions are. right, so again, I've written two. I've written my own because it's more fun to burn more pieces of paper. So I've got my own, and I've got the one that says everyone's intentions right here. So I'm going to fold those up. I'm going to ask you to send me your energy during your meditation. Maybe hold your intention in your hand, or pretend write it in your hand so that you can again affirm it and send me your energy, and then it'll all gather in this little ticket right here, and we will send it out. So the next thing we do is we draw a card. Now this is really not to predict the future or engage in any sort of occult practice, if that's how you are thinking about it. But otherwise, what we do is it's a prompt. It's a prompt from the universe, or it's a prompt from the energy outside, or it's a prompt from our internal deep self to think more clearly or more focused about a particular topic, subject, or perspective. So the card gives us a word and some background to that word or the image that we see on the card that allows us to think about how that card, that image, those words about the card can answer the question or help us get to the intention that we've intended on our little slip of paper. So it's really just a prompt. And when we get the prompt, we can kind of combine what our question or our intentions are, as well as what the prompt of the card is telling us, and then take it with us into a discussion or a communication with our deepest self. So we do that by shuffling the cards. I'll shuffle the cards here. And again, I'm the proxy, as if we were in a big, as if we were all together in person. But as the proxy, I will draw one card, and I will draw it from the top of the deck, from this top position here, so that you can see I'm not using my own intuition to draw that card. I'm going to draw, after I shuffle, the one at the top that we can all agree is the card for our week, for this particular meditation, for this reading. So simple enough. I'm going to do some shuffling here, not a lot. We'll draw that card, and then we will get into our stillness together. So again, this is the Star Code Astro cards. We've been using these cards over the last several weeks, and I love them so much. They really, they have a kind of a 3-point plan in each of the card backgrounds. It gives us an action to reflect on or to think about taking as a result of the information on the card. It gives us a challenge that the card and the information in the card and its application to our life might present to us in the coming week. And then it also gives us a gift that this card uniquely provides to us. So again, all of these things, the action, the challenge, and the gift, serve to, again, give you more information about the question that you have asked or the insight that you are seeking. So with that in mind, let us draw the top card right here, which I'm doing. As you can see, and that card is the fifth house. The fifth house, which is about passion, according to this deck. How exciting is that? So I'm going to put this card out on display for you to see, to look at, as I read more about what this card deck says about the fifth house and our passions. And there it is. So I invite you to look at the card closely if you can. If you are in your living room and you're watching this on a big screen TV, which I know some of you do, you can just walk right up to your TV and see if you can take a closer look, or make the image bigger on your computer or your phone. But just kind of look at how the card is making you feel as I read about it. And again, you're thinking also about how anything that you are experiencing the visual part of it or any of the words that I'm reading are answering your question or responding to the insight that you seek. Okay, our fifth house. If your chart was a village map, the fifth house might be the outdoor cafe on the square where romance hovers, teenagers meet, and children run around the edges. Music wafts, a poet speaks. Here, people take risks. The fifth house speaks of our capacity to love in the form of affairs, romance, self expression, creative processes, investments, and performance. Our action. Ponder your loves and longings, whatever activates your heart, and ask yourself what you love enough to share with the whole world. The fifth house asks you to believe in yourself and to put this activated heart into action. Think about what activates the sparkly magic you feel when your artistic muse plays with you. Remember what stirs the first twinkle in the eye of a new relationship? The luminous quality of the beginnings of a love affair. No matter your age, your inner adolescent sparks your creative process. To nurture that spark, be playful, grab a spontaneous moment, and let your imagination wander. Look for a work culture that encourages playful, creative risk taking and adventurous collaboration and exploration. This is where juicy new ideas arise. To form a good foundation for partnerships, don't skip the courtship. Learn how to bring each other joy back to renew that spark in the years ahead. The fifth house also speaks of the children of the heart, of the arts, of the body. The desire for a child, a love affair, the first stirrings of a book or a sculpture, or the first notes of a song are sparks for this creation. The fifth house asks you to take a risk, and you may need to invest in materials and be disciplined to manifest your desires. Your challenge is bring your inner adolescent out to play, but watch that it doesn't get stuck in a self-centered place, swept up in the thrill of creation, and damn the consequences. Our gift. Let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. Again, let me reiterate that. I got chills. Our instructions this week are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So, this is what I love about this set of cards. These writings about each card really give us meat to take with us into meditation. We are asked to think about what activates that sparkle, that inspiration in our hearts. We're asked to examine the places where we are. Are we able to create? Are we able to take moderate creative risks? Are we encouraging curiosity, adventurous exploration, and expression? So these really are things we can take with us. And again, if we put down an intention, this is the response. This is the response. Find what brings us passion, what makes us want to create, what inspires us. And let's let that inner adolescent out to play. Let's let it get its work done, and also be aware of when we might be being self-centered. But I think as long as we play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious, I think we're going to do very well. Don't you? Awesome. So let's meditate on this. Let's meditate on being glorious. Let's find a comfortable spot. where we can be relaxed as well as be awake and alert so that you can have this dialogue, so that you can have this communication with your deep self. So if you fall asleep, that's a natural part of meditation. I did earlier today, as I do often. But when we can remain sitting up, when we can remain alert yet relaxed as we breathe tonight, then we're able to really ask these questions of our deep self and allow our deep self to speak with us. So let's begin by breathing. Breathing is the start of any meditative process. So we inhale through our nose. We just want to get a rhythm going. We're exhaling through our mouth. This is really at your own pace. Inhale. Want that rhythm, and exhale. And let's breathe again, and let's allow our eyes to flutter closed. Inhale and exhale. And as we do, with those eyes flutter closed, we are always able to look up at the screen and see the card if we would like. But let's begin to relax. Let's keep that rhythmic yet slow and intentional breathing going. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And just let your breath align with the tones or however it feels most comfortable to you. Each breath brings us more and more relaxation. And let's just imagine our bodies being released from any pain that we may be experiencing, any discomfort, any stress. We can leave them at the door of this journey. They'll be there if you want to pick them up after we're done. They'll be there to leave if you would like to leave them there when we're done. Let's just imagine our body kind of relaxing all at once. As if we've just fallen back into a giant pillow or a beanbag chair or a big fluffy cloud. The minute we hit it, we are relaxed, we are comfortable, and in this comfort, we can imagine ourselves leaving our physical body for a little journey. And let's find ourselves now in a place that is our favorite place in the world to relax and reflect. Maybe it's the beach or the country or a room in your house. But that place where we feel most safe, most comfortable, most ourselves. And just imagine this place, this space, just by virtue of your mind remembering it, makes us feel even more at ease with ourselves, with the presence of us that has come here. This place feels so good. The temperature is perfect for us. The lighting is perfect for us. We are at peace. We are whole. And now that we've come to this very beautiful space, and feel safe and open, let's just take one of the suggestions that the book about the cards gave us. Think now about something in your life right now that sparks that inner fire. That thing that you would do if it was the only thing that you could do in the world. Maybe it's a hobby. Maybe it's being with a person and doing something either very specific or just tripping through the world. That thing that you would say yes to every single time the thought crosses your mind to do it, or someone asks you if you would like to do it, or that thing that you choose when you need an additional bit of strength, or to find joy that might be elusive. Imagine yourself in your safest space. And this inspiration passes through your mind because you have consciously chosen it. And now that you've chosen it, imagine this idea, this inspiration, as kindling wood right in the center of your heart, where your heart chakra is. And imagine that spark just appears, a quick spark like a piece of flint, hit it, and all of a sudden, one of the little pieces of kindling catches fire, and it spreads to the next piece of kindle, and a flame bursts and begins to spread until this inspiration is a full blown blaze. This blaze is an idea but it is also you. This flame burns strongly and hotly, but it is not destructive. It is allowing us to grow and burn brighter and lighter. Imagine those flames dancing, crackling, warming, comforting, and inspiring. The flame, by its very nature, is active and moving and growing, as is our idea, our intention, our creation. We are our creation. It is us, and we are burning brightly right now. Burning. Burning. And just imagine now that this idea, this flame that we have become, let's imagine it kind of shrinking, getting smaller, but keeping all of the volume of the flame, until the flame, this blaze that we've gotten going, is one that we can hold into the palm of our hand. Imagine that flame sitting in the palm of our hand like a little fireball. The fireball is not hot, doesn't burn us, but it does mesmerize us, it does inspire us. And we realize that we can take this fireball with us as we leave this meditation this evening, as we leave this part of the journey. This is what we carry with us. And with this fireball in our metaphorical hands, we are empowered, we are excited, we are motivated, and we are ready to begin this, to release this, to express this in our lives as we return. Now, if you can just make this next moment to realize that our community tonight is all holding one of these beautiful fireballs, these fireballs of passion, of creation. And let's just open our eyes in our mind's eye in awareness of all of the creative fireballs that we are calling forth this evening, or whenever you are watching or participating in this meditation. Let us just greet one another with a little nod in our mind's eye, holding these fireballs, knowing that we are about to unleash this beautiful, wonderful, creative energy onto our world that will help the world because it helps us be us. And now that we've acknowledged the power of all of us releasing ourselves and and our fireballs into the world, we can choose to return and we find that breath as it inhales, as it runs through our body. In and out. In and out. And as we catch this breath, we begin to return to our bodies fully. We're still in our pillow or cloud or beanbag chair, but we become very aware of our bodies in this space. But we feel now that we have returned or are returning completely energized. We feel enlightened. We feel our light. We can almost feel that fireball with its gentle warmth burning in the palm of our hands. And we know that whenever we want to recall this experience this week, all we need to do is open our hands and feel the fireball, see the fireball, and put that fireball to work in its expression. So let's return fully. Let's inhale quickly and exhale. Inhale again and exhale quickly. And one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And we're back. We're back. Can you feel it? Can you see it? It's a fun week. We've gotten an image that we can take with us. Feeling creatively stuck? Bring out your fireball. Feeling like you don't know the answer to the question that you seek? Bring out that fireball. Look into it. See if you can see it or feel it or even hear it, however you receive information. And then listen to what it has to say, because that fireball is that fire that's coming from inside. Pretty fun and easy, don't you think? So, with that in mind, let us light a literal fireball, ignite our fireball. I think my little candle has burned out, but no matter, we can light it and we can set our plans into action. All right, so we've got our first, I'm going to put mine here first. This is mine, sending it out there into the universe, allowing that universe to do its work, allowing my deep self to remind me what I need to know. There she goes. Yay. I'm going to use that flame to send this one out. Everyone's intentions. Let's see if we can do that right here. Yes, here it comes. Everyone's intentions going out there into the world, into the universe, into the flames. There she goes. Fun, huh? So that's us for tonight. I am hoping that you enjoyed your journey into your passion, into your flame. And I hope that we have got some things to discuss. Let me hear what you're creating. Let me hear what that passion is if you'd like to share. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to see, I feel like I'm on Romper Room. For those of you that remember, I see Sue and Kathleen in Zoom. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Let's see who's on elsewhere. Checking out my streaming platform. There we are on Facebook. I know that Monica and Rose Hart and Mina have liked, and hopefully, and there's Joyce. Hello, lovely Joyce. Thank you for joining us this evening. Always delighted to see you here. I miss you so much. So I would love to see you again soon, maybe. Come to DC at some point. Lots going on. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and there's Monica. Oh, yes, it is always beautiful because Monica, you're always beautiful too. So looking forward to seeing you again soon, and thinking about Sleepy Moon and getting up there. I got some insight recently on a reading that talked about making that trip into nature. So I'm thinking about it seriously. Love you guys. Thank you. If you do join on the recording, if you watch us again and get more insight or hear something else in your message, join us, send a comment, and we'll see you again when we see you. I'm glad so many people are here weekly. You don't have to be. This is your practice, your meditation. So enjoy this lovely fall evening. And when we next meet, it's going to be October. So we will see you for our wonderful new October month coming up. Have a great night. I love you, and see you next month.